You're both doctors.
Yes.
Yes.
You are Dr. Joan Norton, and you are Dr. Nicholas Tivoli. You're chiropractors?
Yes.
And when did you get involved in this arena?
Let's see. For me, it was probably about 25 years ago. I started doing consulting for chiropractors. I was financial background before that. Got involved in the management end of chiropractic and then went to chiropractic school.
And how did LifeWave come into both of your lives?
That's a great question. She was reading your books, and we were actually at a chiropractic seminar on glutathione, and she was reading Breakthrough, and it was actually chapter 33. We're reading it actually at the same time and reading about raising glutathione levels 300%, which we thought was medically unheard of. So that's how we got started with LifeWave.
And did you use the product first to get involved? I mean, you didn't just decide to go into business, right?
No.
Right.
No.
You used the product?
I was having all kinds of health issues. Been in the hospital several times, probably within the 6 months prior to starting using the LifeWave. Just was having low energy, just incredible problems, and they never could find anything wrong. They couldn't find out what the problem was. So as we're sitting there in that seminar and we read about that, I kept saying, you know, this just sounds too good to be true. But what if it isn't? So we ordered the products and tried it and absolutely fell in love. It just changed my life.
What was the first product that you used?
Glutathione, energy,
IceWave.
IceWave.
So you
I
went
used
for
them all.
She involved in
All of the
first day.
above.
And what were the effects?
Well, you can explain that better than me.
It was really
You saw
great
it.
because we put them on like on a Monday morning and we were getting ready to go to work, and she was like, well, I kind of think I feel something. It was subtle at first. And so we went through our whole day of working, and it was about 8 o'clock that night. She was standing up doing some paperwork, and I walked into her office and she was talking really fast. I said, are you feeling okay? And I've been together with her for 18 years, and she goes, I feel great, let's go out. And normally that's not the thing. She's laying down on the floor kind of saying, take me home, put me to bed. and ever since then it's been like that. And she said, this is what I'm like when I was 30. And so it was just that dramatic to really turn her whole health around almost overnight.
Well, it sounds like when they don't know, when they can't figure out what it is, and you're having all these symptoms, it seems to me that we're all experiencing toxic burden to some degree or another. So therefore, if glutathione, you finish the sentence for me.
Yeah. Glutathione reduces the toxic load on the body, so it allows anything else that you're doing to have more effect.
So do you use this in your practice?
Yes, good.
A lot.
And
That's one thing we try to get everybody on is the glutathione because, again, and we have a lot of practitioners that have signed under us, and we really emphasize the glutathione because, like I said, if you remove the toxic load on the body, anything else that a practitioner is doing, it looks like magic. Because the body was designed to be a self-healing organism. It's just that we have added so much toxicity to our systems that we just bog down.
Do you get any resistance from your patients, like your little wackadoo for wanting to put a patch on rather than give them a pill or a drug?
Well, we're chiropractors, so we're all a little wackadoo. They expect it.
It's nice to see the pathics finding their place in alternatives, and I believe that allopathic took over, and I've had some great work done by chiropractors in my life, being a former dancer and Vegas performer.
We do a different form of chiropractic, so they're a little more open to it. It's a more energetic approach. So the people that come to us in our type of practice are very open. But I find that almost everybody's becoming more that way. We sold our practice a couple weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago.
And we're doing this full time now because we felt like we were limited by the number of people you could see with the amount of time you had.
Right.
So we've signed a lot of practitioners, not just chiropractors. We've got medical doctors and every kind of practitioner you can think of. So it allows us to multiply our time. Instead of seeing 50 patients in a day, we have people that we're seeing literally thousands in a day.
And when you say you're seeing literally thousands in a day, is that online?
No, that's through all the people that we have signed under us that we're helping. So it's like multiplying yourself.
Did you find when you started patching people in your chiropractic business that it affected your business negatively?
No.
It was almost a reverse. It was
very counterintuitive.
Counterintuitive. She saw it as, oh my gosh, this will affect our business negatively, and we got such big changes with our patients, then they started referring more patients. So excited patients refer, and satisfied ones don't, and it just grew fast.
We probably had a 25% increase in the referral rate within the first month.
And how do you learn how to patch?
Now it's wonderful because they have a training program now that's great. When we started, they didn't have that. So we made a lot of mistakes while we were learning, and we still built a very successful business. But now they have wonderful training programs. They have patching programs, business programs, and then of course with you as the new ambassador, it's I think anybody now has a much better opportunity than they did even a year ago.
How has LifeWave changed your lives?
We're doing something that we love now more than ever, and we're just excited to share it with everybody and just travel now and do things that we're not able to do with the practice, basically being kind of like locked into our four walls and helping what we were helping and kind of limited, and now we're just free to move about and really change people's lives.
And it's fun to assist other people to change their life, both financially and physically. There's a real financial, that's a part of healing too sometimes, is healing someone's finances.
Right.
And a lot of wellness practitioners especially get into this, I don't want to say poverty complex, but almost they feel that they're not supposed to be earning a decent living at what they're doing. And it's a kind of moving out of that mentality, and it's fun to work with them.
Well, in this day and age of our troubled economy, it seems like a perfect business.
Oh, it is.
I understand you two had a quick start. Tell me about that, and then tell me what advice would you give to other people who wanted to become part of the LifeWave family?
I think our quick start was we jumped in to LifeWave so fast we used all the product right away, and we had changes right away that we just shared it with everybody right away. And everybody said, what would you do? And we said, well, here's what we did. And they just followed our lead. They just signed up, and we just kept signing people up. And we didn't know really what we were doing. It was really our first experience in this type of a business.
Because you'd never been in MLM before.
Never. And we just only heard the things about it that weren't appealing. But the product was so unique and saved her life that we could not share it with everybody. And it just took on a life of its own so fast that that was the best part. It was almost easy. We just shared it with everybody, and everybody was signing up.
But how does that happen? You call people, you email people. I don't understand how you get the first person.
Well, at first we thought we were going to just use it ourselves personally. We weren't going to put it in the practice because we thought if nobody has any pain, what's going to happen to our practice?
Right.
And so he's in one room doing the adjusting, and I was in the other room doing some cold laser work on people. And pretty soon my head would pop out, and I go, I've got the answer for this person. I can't not say something. If somebody has a situation and you have the answer, you've got to share it.
Of course.
So we started doing that, and finally he said, quit sticking your head out here and saying that to me and just do what you want to do. So we just started sharing it with people in the practice. The first person I put it on was a little 70-year-old lady. It was at Christmas time. She had all of her grandchildren in town. She was trying to get ready for Christmas, decorating. She was trying to think of food, everything else, and she was exhausted. So I just walked up to her and stuck the patches on her and said, just give these a try and tell me how you feel tomorrow when you come in. She was gone, and about 2 hours later, we were getting ready to leave the office, and she was literally beating the office doors down saying, I want these. She had so much energy and felt so great. So it kind of was like a snowball. It just took off. We sat there and thought, my God, we've got a tiger by the tail, and it's whipping us all over. What do we do with this?
Did you put the 70-year-old little lady in business?
We sure did.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Everybody became a distributor and signed up and just started sharing them with their
Because she had other 70-year-old friends.
Oh, they know a lot of people, and you never know who they know.
Yeah.
And it just grew.
Her daughter in Texas, and she just started signing people up. So We had started just with our practice, but it went like wildfire.
What experiences have you had so far in your travels with LifeWave?
Well, we just now came back from 6 weeks at Coronado Island, rented a condo there overlooking the ocean, and it was really a great place to do business rather than in your office. My office overlooked the beach with the Navy SEALs running up and down the beach.
Oh, very good shape.
Yes.
Well, it seems like you two have grabbed the American dream by the tail. You get to do what you love and be together, and you're a great team, and you're doing well financially and doing well on behalf of humanity. So congratulations. You figured it out. Very few people do.
Yeah. And we have our health now.
And you have your health.
And that's really important.
Most of all,
Most
you have
of all.
your health.
Thank you for what you do.
Yeah.
Thanks.